Well, today, this video is for all of you guys that own 80 to 91 Fords. I'm going to show you a common problem, a problem that reared its ugly head on my pickup, my 89. And the problem is, you can see, obviously, nothing. I get nothing. So, I'll show you how to fix that. First thing, you got to get this part right here is what breaks. And I'll show you that in a little bit more detail here in a minute. So the way to fix it short term is you got to take this piece right here off of the steering column. And down in here, I don't know if you can see or not, there's a little rod. You can grab that rod with the pliers and push it down like that. And that will start up your pickup. So, and then you do the opposite. You just turn it backwards or pull it backwards to turn the pickup off. But I'm going to show you here how to fix that particular little issue, because it's a major problem in those vehicles in the 80 to 91 Fords with tilt steering. So up to the shop we go. The first thing you got to do is take off the steering wheel cover. Pretty simple stuff. Phillips head screwdriver. There's a screw right here. And there is a screw on the other side in the exact same place. Well, opposite. But, you know, same place more or less. There we go. We got the screws taken off. Then you just take this and try and weasel it out of there. Like so. Be careful, you'll pull this rubber off, and then you gotta try and get it to go all back on. Get it off once, and then it'll seem like they never quite go back to right. But anyways, there we go. So then we got to unplug these wires. Pull this deal out of here. And you're at your steering wheel. So now you got to have a steering wheel puller. These. And 2 bolts that fit the holes. Okay, there we go. This is how you put the steering wheel remover on. 2 bolts, like I said, and then whatever size heads the bolts are, and then you just install it like that with the bolts down there. Should be 2 bolts. Then you get your appropriately sized socket, and I forgot to take that nut off. My bad. Okay, now we got that nut off. Now we can install the steering wheel puller. And there we got the steering wheel remover installed. And we'll take this socket right here and just go just like so. And it'll buzz that steering wheel right off. Simple as pie. Then you just remove your steering wheel remover, because you shouldn't need it again. And then we'll get to the back. Okay, so now I get the steering wheel puller off, and we can just take the steering wheel, set it right there. And then come back here with our Phillips head screwdriver. Well, take that back. First thing we got to do is unscrew the blinker rod from the blinker assembly there. And we take and we'll unscrew this blinker assembly like so. If we can get at it one-handed, and voila, got that done. And we just got to undo this one here. That's just a ground, I believe. I won't say for sure, but I believe it's just a ground. But it all comes out as one piece. So you just kind of take this and pull that cord out a little ways and then flop it off to the side. Then take, and we got to have our Phillips head again here, and there should be, on this pickup at least, there is a screw back here. Rid ourselves of that. Not too rid though, because there we go. And this screw down here, there's 3 screws in this piece. And this screw right over here. Set those aside. Then you should be able to get at the rest of it, just like so. Okay, now the piece in question is right here, and boy, the part I'm missing. Oh, I gotta go get one tool. I gotta go get me a skinny little punch so I can take this apart. So I'm going to go grab that and then we'll be back. The reason I needed that tiny little punch was so I could pull this tiny little roll pin out of that tiny little hole right there that you see, so that I could take this rod and get it up out of there. As you can see, there's a spot in there where the rod fits in, and then the roll pin goes right in there to retain it. Now the piece that breaks is right there, and it slides down this track right here, you can see. And then when you turn the key, it pushes that deal. Now, it all is allowed to kind of flex and move in there so that you can still start it even with the tilt steering. The thing you will also have to watch out for is when you go to put your new one in, you will find that there's a little square peg right down here. And what that does is, in the automatics, it serves as the interlock for the automatic shifter. And in the manuals, it serves as the deal that allows you, or that you push back on, you push down on this little button there to turn your key backwards in a manual. And I'm having troubles actually getting it out right at the moment. And hopefully I don't have to take the rest of this damn column off. Oh, duh. I should have known. You got to tilt your wheel down a touch, I believe, to do that. So I got to tilt the wheel and then, well, there we go. Got the wheel tilted, and you can see the little hole that goes in back there. And so we've got this piece, which actually goes right like this on this piece with a little piece out there. This is my new one right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to slide it. Oh, I really hope that I don't have to pull the rest of this steering column apart to do this. I'm really not liking that idea. Quite honestly, I don't see the point of this little square deal on here, and I'm about half tempted to just chop it off so I don't have to pull the steering column apart to do this. It would make a whole lot more sense to me, but not to everyone else. So I'm going to weasel this thing in there, and then I'll fill you guys in from there.